What's up everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to a new project review. This time around on KASPA, alright? You've probably already heard about the project. If you haven't, then it's been a very hyped up project, especially in the last couple of weeks / months, basically since the start of 2023. I already made a couple of price predictions and technical analysis on KASPA, but I felt like it was valuable to also make some sort of a project review video on that. It will hopefully be a short video, so I'll just quickly go over the project, what I think of it, what it is, what you can like tokenomics, and just in my eyes everything you need to know if you don't know about the project. All right, so that's what I'll tell you. But apart from that, if you do like the project and you already know that, because KASPA has a very tight and strong community behind it, and that's one of the forces that's pushing up the price. Apart from it being an amazing project, all right. I'm not the type to shill projects a lot and to be over enthusiastic about a project, but I mean KASPA, it seems great. I do have my reservations as well, but it seems like a great project. So that's what we'll talk about in this video. So we'll just start off with it. I mean, I'm not going to make any cuts or anything. There are just certain things I want to talk about, and I think that's the nicest for you to watch as well. So KASPA right now has a market cap of almost $1 billion. At the end of the video, we'll probably get back to that, but I still think, even though that's a high valuation, right? It just is. But I do still think there is potential, definitely in a bull market, but also in the short term. Like I could see this project reaching like a 5 to 10 billion market cap for sure in a bear market. Above that is possible, but I do think that certain things would have to be achieved before that, and I think we need to see some more long-term sustainability before we can make a claim like that, all right? Because that's quite high, and there's only a handful of projects that have reached that, so we have to be realistic as well. But what is KASPA? All right, so KASPA is a layer 1 blockchain, and they themselves describe themselves as the fastest, open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. It's a world's first block DIG, which stands for a direct acyclic graph, I believe, or acrylic graph, I'm not sure. Which I'm not sure if they're the first one. It could be, it's possible. They do use a specific type of DIG, which I haven't heard about before. It was developed in Israel, I believe. I think that the project is also from Israel. But a block DIG allows it to be very scalable and very fast, all right? So that's a great thing. I've heard about more DIG projects coming out, and they're all great. So how it actually works, and I think I can better show you that, because it's very easy to see why it's more scalable and faster, and that is this. This is live. Here you can actually see how it works, and you can see that it's not a blockchain. It's not a chain of blocks. It's like a graph, all right? So multiple blocks derive confirmation and validation from multiple other blocks, and that's how it's all confirmed, and that's how it works. It is secure, or at least so far we've never seen this crash or anything. So that is what it is, and it's a layer 1 blockchain. It allows you to transfer value, most importantly. And the key features, as you can see right here, and these are all true, are that they have the fastest transactions. I haven't done research on whether they are really the fastest, but doesn't really matter. Like if you have one layer 1 blockchain that has 10 seconds and the other one has 5 seconds, do those 5 seconds really matter? I disagree. I don't think they do. Instant confirmation, which is great. Scalability, which is 100% true and also great. Block DIG is a new type of network, and there's also some sort of exposure to that being a new narrative, all right? So that is good. And that definitely allows more growth in the future, even though that is probably not something we'll talk about in this video. Like I said earlier, I made some price predictions and stuff on KASPA. If you're interested in that, check those out. But now we're really focusing on the project. Proof of work, it is proof of work, which is, I don't mind it. It's like with these technologies that KASPA has, I don't think it will be that bad that it will actually be like people will see it and I think it's bad for sustainability and the planet. I don't think that's a problem, and it's secure. So altogether, it's great. But I must say the first thing that I think is a problem for KASPA is that it right now doesn't allow developers to build decentralized applications on the blockchain. I believe, I've done quite a bit of research trying to find that. You do have wallets supporting KASPA, and I'm not sure, but also built on KASPA. But there's no ecosystem on KASPA, which I think is a severe limit on the potential market cap it can achieve. I think most of the new layer 1 blockchains do need that capability, that they can actually create an ecosystem of thriving decentralized applications. KASPA doesn't have that, Slash doesn't have that already. So that's the first thing I think that's negative about KASPA. Apart from that, it's just about how it will develop, right? I mean, the tokenomics are great as well. You can see right here the emission schedule, so how much KASPA is actually brought into circulation every single month. You can check that out via the website. I'll leave the link down in the description, but this is not that important. I mean, it will show you that a lot of KASPA is brought into circulation every single month. So then you think, well, that's a lot of inflation. But the truth is that at this point of time, the circulating supply is already 20 billion KAS, and the max supply is 29 billion KAS. So the inflation in total is very, very limited. And before I miss this, I do want to say this, is that very recently, July the 29th, I think that's about a week ago, perhaps 2 weeks ago if you're watching this video, but they actually started a crowdfund campaign for a tier 1 crypto exchange, because that is another thing which I haven't said yet, but I think you should know, is that it hasn't been listed on Coinbase or Binance. So obviously in the short term, that will only provide some sort of a short-term pump and then a dump, but long term, that is still great. And that's also, to circle back, why I still think a higher price is definitely achievable, and it's also something I expect. I expect, like it's right now at a 1 billion market cap, it's impossible to really predict how far it can go, but I do think in the long term it will at least reach a 2 billion market cap if you are going for a conservative estimate, and I think a 5 to 10 billion market cap is possible in more bullish market circumstances. So I think that's everything I wanted to say about KASPA. Obviously there's way more to talk about, but these are really the broad concepts to understand the project, what it's good at, how that actually works a little bit, and also its limitations in my eyes. So if you do have any questions, if you think I missed something where you really think like, hey, he should have said something about that, let me know down in the comments, and perhaps I'll pin your comment if you have some good points which people need to know, because the objective of this video is not to bash or to praise KASPA, it's just to bring information. All right, so that's my thoughts and my review on KASPA. If you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, thank you for watching, take care, and bye.